So Chase, walk us through the transfer. Been in one place a long time, and state you lived in, right? Grew
Right.
up in. So deciding to leave there, look in the transfer, what made you want to leave, and then what made you ultimately decide to come all the way to West Virginia?
I was really grateful for my time at Colorado State. I had a lot of great teammates, a lot of great coaches there that kind of formed me into the football player and the man that I am today. But just my goals long term for football, I felt like the best decision for me was to go to a Power Four conference. So really quick, when I hit the portal, Coach Alley reached out to me, and his kind of mindset of how he likes to play defense and just his aggressive mindset was something I really could get behind. So that was the biggest factor in wanting to transfer.
And why West Virginia? Because of Coach Alley, or were there other reasons?
This was the first visit I took, and right after my visit, it felt a lot like Colorado to me, just more hills than mountains. But, I fell in love with it. Fell in love with the people, the game day atmosphere, the fan base. It just felt like home to me.
Did Allie tell you why he jumped on you so fast? What did he like about you?
Not much. I mean, he liked the way I played, liked the way I played square, downhill. A lot of the things that I do well complements how he likes his linebackers to play. So.
Zac's defense is getting a lot of attention for all the different alignments, blitzes, all the different things it does. Are there certain things that fit your skill sets better, and when there's things that maybe don't mesh as well, what do you do to try to improve at them?
I think the things that really fit my skill set and just being a linebacker in general is I hang my hat on the end of the day being physical and being aggressive. I think you have to play defense that way. That's the only way you can play defense. You remind me of the second part of that question?
If things that you say, hey, I've got to get a little bit better at that, how do you approach that when those come up?
Well, that's why practice is awesome. That's why fall camp is great, because you come back in the film room, we correct those things, and you try to do better the next day.
You get enough reps in that? I mean, with so many different things that Zac wants to do, is that a little bit of a whirlwind?
Not as much as you'd think. We have team reps, but then the things that we might not be able to emphasize in team reps, you can get done in individual, right? We can emphasize those things. So.
Even though not the Power Four, but since you've been around in terms of college football, has that helped you kind of be a leader with this defense at all? Do you feel comfortable labeling yourself as that, and how has that helped you teach maybe other guys Zac's defense as well, because there's a lot to learn?
I think just my experience has helped. We brought in 74 transfers, so a lot of new guys and a new team in general. So just my experience is something that I can provide to some of these young guys. How to do the little things right, how to show up on time, how to work hard, how to take care of your body on and off the field. I made mistakes early in my career. It took me a while to figure it out. So if I can help some of these young guys while they're freshman, sophomore, I want to leave this place better than how I am right now, right? So if I can help those guys get ahead of the curve on year one, year two, I'll be happy when I leave.
Do you feel comfortable being a leader and doing that, or is that something that you're having to get used to?
No, I feel comfortable being a leader. Yes, sir.
Any carryover from what you were playing to what you're playing now, and what do you like about what Zac does?
Absolutely. I mean, there's carryover in, similar to what Nico said, defense is defense. There's certain ways to play, cover 4, cover 3, man. So there's a lot of carryover in certain techniques. What I like about Coach Alley is just his passion for the game. I'm sure you guys can hear him on the sidelines when he's either ripping somebody or giving somebody praise. He's going to love you, but he's also going to coach you hard. And that's something that, I can get behind every single day.
Seems like the style is attack, get after the defense, get after the offense, affect the offense. Is that fair?
We're a base 4 down quarters team, so I'm sure it'll vary game plan to game plan based upon our opponent, but we're base 4 down quarters.
But I mean, just his history, and whether you look at Venables or where he's been, those defenses have created turnovers, affected the offense. You're affecting the way. Is that fair to say with what he tries to do?
I would agree. I think a big part of it is just, you see a lot of these Oklahoma clips that we watch. A lot of these guys are just doing their 111th, right? We talk about doing our 111th on defense. If you do your job for the guy that's to your left and to your right, you're going to make turnovers. You're going to make big plays.
What do you think of playing against a tempo offense
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, it's not awesome when you're in it. Sometimes you're breathing pretty heavy, but it's going to prepare us so well for the season because, we talk about it all the time. This is the fastest we're ever going to go against in the game. It's going to be a lot slowed down. We're going to be making our checks with a lot more time on our hands. So I think this is the best offense to prepare against.
Chase, this is the end of your career, talking about making your move and trying to go power forward. Can you go back to the beginning? Because you had the COVID year when you were a true freshman, right? Can't play a whole lot.
Right.
And then I think you got hurt pretty early, 21.
That's right.
You guys want to play, and you couldn't for a while. Just was stupid question. How difficult was that? Because a lot of stuff was out of your control, but you had to go through all that too.
It was hard, man. I mean, like you would prepare for a whole week and prepare for a whole opponent, and then your game gets pulled away from you because somebody got contact traced or some of that nature. So it was difficult, but I think that's why I really love what Coach Rodriguez has going on here, because that hard edge started to kind of instill in me when I was younger, and a lot of that adversity that I faced through injury, through COVID, this, that, and the other. So the hard edge was instilled in me before I even knew it was hard edge.
But then Colorado State's got a couple rivals that you guys played pretty regularly too, right? The first Deion Sanders year was kind of crazy for Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
How much did that change things with? Wasn't like just Colorado anymore. It was like Colorado was bigger and louder than ever before. Just that week or that hype for that game.
Well, this is kind of what I told the guys that week, and every time we would play a rivalry game, it wasn't the 2022 matchup of Colorado and Colorado State. This is this is a rivalry that's bigger than us, and every rivalry game is bigger than the team, bigger than that fan base. You're representing everybody that's going to come after you and everybody that's going to come before you. So you got to remember that it's not about you in those games. It's about laying on the line for your brothers and for the your past brothers that have played in the system.
So what have you learned about the backyard brawl so far on the note of big rivalry games? What have they given you a crash course yet?
Yes, sir, they have. That's going to be a fun game. I love rivalry games. They have a great team down there, a great organization, but we're looking forward to playing them.
Any past interaction with Cole Taylor or current? I mean, he's a Colorado native, played
Yeah.
here last year. Did you know him before, and you get to know him a little bit?
I did, yeah. I played in a 7-on-7 league in the spring, my junior and senior year of high school, and we scrimmaged against each other once, and we had chatted after that scrimmage a little bit. But he's a great guy, and he did great things for this program.
Have you talked to him since? Did you ask him, hey, what's West Virginia like? Should I go there? Any of that?
Not prior to, but when he was around here training, I'd see him in training table, eat next to him, and that kind of thing. So, but Cole's a great guy, man. He's a great player.
Are you a fast friend maker? I mean, you got 72 new guys on the team. You'll have to get to know each other pretty fast. Are you helping out along a little bit?
Yes, sir. I do. I like to talk. Anybody that's in the building knows I like to talk. I like to get to know people. I think the best part of football at the end of the day is the relationships that you make and the friends that you have, because this game is going to end one day, but those relationships will carry on for the rest of your life. So that's something I really love. Some of these guys are going to be guys that are at my wedding, and that's pretty awesome.
You stepped out of your comfort zone. I mean, you were at a place where you got to know everybody, you were established there, and then come across the country. And you got a lot of guys in this that have done that. I mean, talk about that a little bit.
I mean, that's kind of just who I am. It's whether I get comfortable at 5 years in one spot or I come brand new. I'm gonna be who I am every single day, and unapologetically, right? I'm gonna do my best for my teammates and my coaches, and for this fan base and for this state.
Would you just pack up your car and just drive across country? How did it go?
I packed up the car and I shipped the car because the car had quite a lot of miles on it, so I didn't know if it would be functioning on these roads too great out here if I.
Hey, Chase, talk about a little bit from the offensive standpoint. So you play a lot of snaps in the game. Now, having looked at this offense, the success that it's had through the years with Rich, what are the challenges that it presents to a defense? And as you look at it, why hasn't it been successful? What does it stress on a defense?
Why hasn't?
Why does this? I guess the best question is, why does this offense work now that you've seen it? What does it do to make defenses have problems?
This is one of the young guys actually asked me this, or a similar question the other day. I kind of equate this to, we played Air Force every single year, right? Air Force is a triple option team. You have to be disciplined every single snap because they're reading, 4 guys to one side every single play, and that's similar to Coach Rod's offense. You have to be disciplined, and you're fit and doing what your job is, or else they're gonna, you know, exploit that. So.
Who are some other guys on the defense, since you're getting to know everybody, who are some other guys on the defense that have stood out to you that you think are progressing well that could be an impact player?
Shoot, I mean, there's a lot to name. I'm biased, but Braden Siders, a guy who I went to high school with and I played against at Wyoming. He plays hard. Eddie V, Ham Russell. In the back end, I think Jason Chambers, Scooter Scruggs, Fred Perry is another one. There's a lot of guys to name, but everybody kind of takes that ownership of, like I was talking about, leading. You lead within your position group when you're an older guy, and that kind of trickles down through the group. So, you know, similar to Nico was talking about competition. If we're competing at every single spot, at every single position, it's all going to make us better and have a better team.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.